Oil prices are plunging, Treasury yields are falling, and U.S. stock futures are moving higher ahead of Monday's opening bell. This is Market Before the Bell, updated at 8:04 Eastern Time on Monday, August 3rd, 2026. The overall market bias is cautiously bullish. S&P 500 futures are higher by approximately 0.6%. Nasdaq 100 futures are up close to 0.7%. Dow futures are higher by approximately 0.5%. Russell 2000 futures are leading slightly, gaining more than 0.7%. The main market catalyst is a sharp decline in crude oil. West Texas Intermediate crude is down more than 6%, near $79.50 per barrel. Brent crude is lower by approximately 5%. Oil is falling after President Trump indicated that planned military action against Iran would be paused while diplomatic efforts resume. The market is treating that development as a potential reduction in geopolitical risk. However, Iran has disputed reports that active talks are underway. That creates the biggest risk for today. Any headline suggesting diplomacy has failed could send oil sharply higher and pressure stocks. Lower oil prices are also helping the bond market. The 10-year Treasury yield has fallen toward 4.68%. Falling yields support technology, growth, and small-cap stocks because they reduce pressure on valuations and financing costs. The U.S. dollar index is slightly lower, near 99.8. Gold is modestly higher, near $4,049 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading near $62,500 and is down approximately 1%. The VIX is near 16, which remains within a normal volatility environment. That does not eliminate headline risk. Today's most important economic report arrives after the opening bell. Final U.S. Manufacturing Purchasing Managers data is scheduled for 9:45 Eastern Time. The ISM manufacturing report follows at 10 o'clock. Economists expect the headline manufacturing index to rise to approximately 54 from 53.3. The prices paid component is expected near 70, down from 73. The prices number could be especially important. A lower reading would support the view that falling oil prices are easing inflation pressure. A higher reading could push Treasury yields back up and hurt technology shares. Construction spending is also scheduled for 10 o'clock, with an expected increase of approximately 0.2%. The pre-market stock action is highly selective. Ferguson Enterprises is up approximately 8% after being selected for inclusion in the S&P 500. Bristol-Myers Squibb is higher by roughly 6% following reports of preliminary merger discussions with AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca is lower. These discussions are reported, not a confirmed transaction. Palantir is up more than 2% ahead of its earnings report after today's closing bell. Palantir will host its earnings webcast at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Investors will focus on United States commercial growth, government demand, artificial intelligence revenue, and full-year guidance. Expectations are extremely high, which means even strong results could produce volatility. Amazon is up close to 2% as investors continue reacting positively to strong Amazon Web Services growth. The semiconductor sector is weaker. Micron is down approximately 4.5% on heavy pre-market volume. The decline follows weakness in Asian memory chip stocks and concerns about progress in China's semiconductor industry. Intel is down more than 2%. Nvidia is down approximately 1%. This tells us the futures rally is not a universal technology rally. Software and consumer-related companies are stronger, while memory semiconductors are under pressure. GameStop is down close to 10% on active volume. No confirmed new company catalyst was identified for the move, so it should be treated as speculative price action rather than confirmed news. 3 stocks require the closest attention. The first is Palantir. The stock is higher before earnings, and expectations for artificial intelligence growth are elevated. Watch whether it holds the pre-market low and whether volume expands after the opening bell. The second is Micron. Micron is one of the most active pre-market stocks and is showing the clearest semiconductor weakness. Watch whether the stock stabilizes above its pre-market low or whether selling accelerates. The third is Bristol-Myers Squibb. The stock is trading on merger speculation. That creates opportunity, but it also creates immediate headline risk because the transaction has not been confirmed. The biggest market risk is a reversal in the Iran diplomacy story. The strongest market catalyst is the decline in crude oil and Treasury yields. The opening strategy should remain disciplined. Wait 5 to 15 minutes after the bell. Check whether market breadth confirms the futures rally. Watch whether crude remains below $80. Monitor the 10-year Treasury yield around 4.68%. Reduce position size before the 9:45 and 10 o'clock economic reports. Define the entry, stop loss, target, and maximum daily loss before taking a position. Do not chase an opening gap. This is market before the bell. Trade with a plan, control your risk, and never chase the opening move.